Hey guys, so this is the part 2 of a day in life of an Indian physiotherapist in USA. If you haven't checked my first video, go check the first one, and this is the second part. Enjoy. So yeah, let's talk about nursing home. That's the second type of setup that you'll find. So nursing home or long-term care is like you're working in a nursing home wherein there are other professionals working with you. There would be other occupational therapists, there would be speech therapists, there would be physical therapists, other physiotherapists except you, and you would be seeing people who are in their advanced ages. Usually you'll have clients who are at least 65 plus in their age. That is the age group. 65 to 85, 90 is the age group that you'll be seeing in a nursing home. The average number of patients you'll be seeing would be anywhere between 10 to 12. Usually earlier it used to be an hour per patient, so every patient that you're seeing would be 1 hour. Assuming you work for 8 hours, you see 8 to 10 patients, right? So that's the nursing home. Again, pay scale 35 to 55, aim for at least 42 to 45. Okay, that's the starting pay. And then as you go ahead with more experience, let's say after 6 months or after 1 year of experience, ask your employer to increase the pay. If you're working with an agency, talk to them and say that you need to increase my pay, now I have more experience. Okay, so we spoke about outpatient, we spoke about nursing home. Then we'll talk about what I was doing. I was working as a pediatric physical therapist. I was working in a special needs school. So, okay, let's talk about what I did. I have a good story about that. So initially, when I cleared my license, I was working in a no fault setup. I worked for a month or so there, and I didn't really like it. So I was working through an agency, so I told them that I don't want to continue. I didn't sign any contracts, so I was able to discontinue right away. So make sure you do not sign any contracts that are binding you for, let's say you have to stay for a year with this agency, or you have to stay for like 3 years and only then they'll give you the employment. Don't get into that. It is not advisable. Okay, so initially I worked in an no fault clinic. Then I was looking for other jobs, and I found a job in a pediatric special needs school. Now they had very few hours initially. I was just working for like 15 to 17 hours initially, but the pay was good. Okay, so in a pediatric setup, the pay range could be anywhere between $60 to $75 for someone with 0 to 3 years of experience. Okay, and with more experience, you can ask for more money, but this is the pay in pediatric setup. However, the catch is that you don't get too many hours because the school is only functional. My school was only functional for 5 hours a day. So throughout the week, if I work, I just get 25 hours. Again, the benefit is that you can do home care. So I was doing home care as a for 0 to 3 years. This is the age group wherein the kid is either like a 8-month-old with torticollis or 10-month-old with Down syndrome, stuff like that. So I was seeing these kids at home. So once I'm done with the work at school, I'll do home care. Now home care also has a different pay rate. Okay, so it's per half an hour. That's how it was for me. So per half an hour, the starting pay would be anywhere between 60 to 65 or $70. If you're lucky, you get to the 70, but even 60 per hour could be the starting pay per half an hour, not per hour. Okay, so every visit that you do, you get $60. But because it is a home care, you have to count the extra minutes too, because let's say you have to reach to that place and then you leave and then you go to the next place. You have to count like 15 minutes extra for going and coming back from that location at least, right? So that's the pay for home care pediatrics. Now there's home care for adults too, right? And there usually it's 45 minutes or 1 hour session, right? So the pay could be, if it's a 1 hour session, the pay should be anywhere between $75 to $90. If it's a half an hour session, the pay would be anywhere between $60 to $80, right? So the range I'm telling you is just so that you don't just go unprepared when you go for an interview, because when I went for the interview, I didn't really know what the pay scale would be, right? So what I used to do was I'll ask, okay, so what did you pay to the previous therapist or something like that, because I had no idea where should I start, right? So you guys should have an idea, right? So in conclusion, there are 4 types, right? There's outpatient clinic, where the pay scale would be from $40 to $55. they would go as low as 35. Don't agree to that, try to get it to 40. Okay, so there would be outpatient clinics. Then in outpatient there is private clinic, there's no fault, and then there are certain clinics where there is private and no fault together, right, overlapping. They are seeing sort of all kinds of patients, but that all comes into an outpatient office. Then there is nursing home or long-term rehabilitation. Again, the patient rate would be 40 to 55 per hour. Then there is home care. Home care would be, if it's a half an hour session, it would be 60 to 80. Then there would be pediatrics. That was where I was working. The pay rate would be anywhere between 60 to $75 per hour. So anywhere you go for home care, you'll get more pay because you're going to the person's place. Okay, so that's the pay expectations that you should be having. Okay, so we left home from New Jersey, we came to New York, we worked for, let's say you were running at my time, so we worked from 8 to 5. Now you're done, you get the commute back to home, and again it's an hour commute. You reach back to New Jersey, you go home. Because we are Indians, we cook everything at home, right? So after that, usually I used to reach home at, like, I would say 6:30. Yeah, 6:30, more or less 6:30. I'll rest for a few minutes and then I'll start cooking dinner. And I was smart enough that I'll cook extra dinner, so for the next day I could consider it as lunch. So I don't have to wake up early in the morning, like super early in the morning, to prepare my lunch. I just used to cook once in a day. There were other days where I would cook twice, like on the weekends, but usually I'll just cook once. And yeah, so that would be my day. So I hope you get an idea. The idea was to show you, this is what you do. You wake up, you have your commute, you go to work, but this is the amount of patients that you see. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. In a pediatric school, I usually used to see 8 to 10 patients, but no, I used to see 12 to 15 clients because it's a half an hour session, and I used to work anywhere between 5 to 8 hours per day. So yeah, I hope I'm not missing anything, but that's about it. So you get an idea. It's fun working as a physiotherapist. It was fun before COVID. I'm not sure how things are in United States right now, but people are trying to get back to track, and hopefully sooner or later things will be better. Okay, so this is it. This is how a physiotherapist works. This is how many patients you see, and this is the salary that you get. So hope you enjoyed the video. Do leave your comments below. I'll try to get back to most of the comments. The thing here is some comments are just repetitive. It's like I've already said those things in previous videos, and that's why I don't answer to them, because as I've previously mentioned, I don't really like typing. So to some of you, I send voicemails. I don't really type my email. I just send you a voicemail, and I hope that works. I'm trying to figure out new ways, but till then, stay tuned. I'll be putting more videos, and do leave in the comment section what you want to know more about, physiotherapist life or PCE, NPT. Put in your comments. I usually go through all the comments. Even if I don't respond to them, I usually would have seen those comments. So your comments do count. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next video. Bye-bye. Hey guys, so if you like my video and you like the things that I talk about, do like, do share, do subscribe. By that, I know that you want me to make more videos, and it does encourage me. So stay tuned.